Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. That old law about an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. The time is always right to do the right thing. A tree is known by its fruit, a man by his deeds. A good deed is never lost. He who sows courtesy reaps friendship, and he who plants kindness gathers love. The more you like yourself, the less you're like anyone else, which makes you unique. Step with care and great tact, and remember that life's great balancing act. Never tell people how to do things. Tell them what to do, and they will surprise you with their ingenuity. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Keep me away from the wisdom which does not cry, the philosophy which does not laugh, and the greatness which does not bow before children. If you set out to be liked, you will be prepared to compromise on anything at any time, and you would achieve nothing. Work like you don't need money. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like nobody's watching. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. You are a product of your environment. So choose the environment that will best develop you toward your objective. Analyze your life in terms of its environment. Are the things around you helping you toward success, or are they holding you back? Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and failing short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving mark. We are what our thoughts have made us, so take care about what you think. Words are secondary. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. Start with what is right rather than what is acceptable. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. Wise sayings often fall on barren ground, but a kind word is never thrown away. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is bitterest. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Talent is God-given. Be humble. Fame is man-given. Be grateful. Conceit is self-given. Be careful. The smallest deed is better than the greatest intention. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. If the world were perfect, it wouldn't be. Commitment is an act, not a word. Only put off until tomorrow what you're willing to die having left undone. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. The young man knows the rules, but the old man knows the expectations. Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. Use what talents you possess. The woods would be very silent if no birds sang there except those that sang best. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. Spectacular achievement is always preceded by unspectacular preparation. Never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done. Always keep an open mind and a compassionate heart. With pride, there are many curses. With humility, there come many blessings. Regret for the things we did can be tempered by time. It is regret for the things we did not do that is inconsolable. Don't taunt the alligator until after you have crossed the creek. Cleverness is not wisdom. The greatest obstacle to discovery is not ignorance, it is illusion of knowledge. Beware, as long as you live, of judging men by their outward appearance. Set your course by the stars, not by lights of every passing ship. Knowledge is proud that it knows so much. Wisdom is humble that it knows no more. To win without risk is to triumph without glory. Think big thoughts, but relish small pleasures. Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still. The higher we are placed, the more humbly we should walk. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you had to have preferred to talk. Experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you. Patience is the companion of wisdom. It requires wisdom to understand wisdom. The music is nothing if the audience is deaf. Nothing that you have not given away will ever be really yours. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Start wide, expand further, and never look back. You always have two choices: your commitment versus your fear.